Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. Man is not worried by real problems so much as by his imagined anxieties about real problems. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it, that matters. First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. The key is to keep company only with people who uplift you, whose presence calls forth your best. He who laughs at himself never runs out of things to laugh at. It is impossible for a man to learn what he thinks he already knows. Freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control. Circumstances don't make the man, they only reveal him to himself. People are not disturbed by things, but by the views they take of them. He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has. The greater the difficulty, the more glory in surmounting it. Skillful pilots gain their reputation from storms and tempests. Don't seek to have events happen as you wish, but wish them to happen as they do happen, and all will be well with you. Small-minded people blame others. Average people blame themselves. The wise see all blame as foolishness. Know, first, who you are, and then adorn yourself accordingly. If evil be said of thee, and if it be true, correct thyself, if it be a lie, laugh at it. Preach not to others what they should eat, but eat as becomes you and be silent. We are not disturbed by what happens to us, but by our thoughts about what happens to us. Know you not that a good man does nothing for appearance sake, but for the sake of having done right? It is not so much what happens to you as how you think about what happens. It is better to die of hunger having lived without grief and fear, than to live with a troubled spirit amid abundance. We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. Either God wants to abolish evil and cannot, or he can, but does not want to. Men are not afraid of things, but of how they view them. It is unrealistic to expect people to see you as you see yourself. Freedom is secured not by the fulfilling of men's desires, but by the removal of desire. Give me by all means the shorter and nobler life, instead of one that is longer but of less account. The more we value things outside our control, the less control we have. On the occasion of every accident that befalls you, remember to turn to yourself, and inquire what power you have for turning it to use. You may fetter my leg, but Zeus himself cannot get the better of my free will. Don't hope that events will turn out the way you want. Welcome events in whichever way they happen. This is the path to peace. It is more necessary for the soul to be cured than the body, for it is better to die than to live badly. Imagine for yourself a character, a model personality, whose example you determine to follow, in private as well as in public. We suffer not from the events in our lives, but from our judgment about them. If you wish to be good, first believe that you are bad. Is freedom anything else than the right to live as we wish? Nothing else. Who then is invincible? The one who cannot be upset by anything outside their reasoned choice. The essence of philosophy is that a man should so live that his happiness shall depend as little as possible on external things. In banquets remember that you entertain two guests, body and soul, and whatever you shall have given to the body you soon eject, but what you shall have given to the soul you keep always. God save me from fools with a little philosophy. No one is more difficult to reach. Man, what are you talking about? Me in chains? You may fetter my leg, but my will, not even Zeus himself can overpower. Those who are well constituted, in the body endure both heat and cold, and so those who are well constituted, in the soul endure both anger, and grief and excessive joy, and the other effects. A city is not adorned by external things, but by the virtue of those who dwell in it. Everyone's life is a warfare, and that long and various. Keep the prospect of death, exile, and all such apparent tragedies before you every day, especially death, and you will never have an abject thought or desire anything to excess. For if we had any sense, what else should we do, both in public and in private, than sing hymns and praise the Deity, and recount all the favors that he has conferred? It isn't death, pain, exile, or anything else you care to mention that accounts for the way we act, only our opinion about death, pain, and the rest. Don't explain your philosophy. Embody it.